Welcome to Cineights, where you get to know the best movies and series. Today's video is about top 10 best Asian movies with the greatest pop culture influence. Be sure to watch until the end because I'm sure you will like it. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Godzilla 1954, first released by Japanese production company Toho in 1954. Godzilla famously depicted a gigantic reptilian sea monster that rose from the depths of the oceans due to the radiation from atomic weapon testing by the United States military. The monster towered over the buildings of Tokyo and destroyed everything in its path. The film's themes of horror and fear resonated with audiences as memories of nuclear disaster, war and catastrophe continued to haunt people worldwide. The film became a long-running franchise, with Toho releasing 32 Godzilla films and Hollywood producing 4 remakes. The latest installment, Godzilla v Kong, will be released by Warner Bros. Later this year. It stars actors Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown and Zhang Zi. Outside of cinemas, the monster continues to plague our global subconscious. Godzilla's name is often referenced when attaching Zilla to the end of a word to emphasize power or monstrous and destructive behavior. Enter the Dragon 1973, named by legendary film critic Peter Bradshaw as the greatest martial arts film of all time. Enter the Dragon solidified Bruce Lee's status as a cinematic legend. The movie drew global interests towards the Chinese martial arts scene and prompted the mass importation of kung fu movies to the United States, which were later dubbed in English for Western audiences. Enter the Dragon not only revolutionized the portrayal of Asians in Western media, with Lee holding a starring role in a Hollywood production, but also kick-started the kung fu craze of the 1970s, which saw Hong Kong studios produce and release dozens of films that reached increasingly international audiences. The film's influence moved beyond the movie screen, inspiring many martial arts video games, including popular ones like the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat franchises, which borrowed plot elements from the film. Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama also credited Enter the Dragon as an inspiration behind his successful Japanese manga and anime series. Drunken Master 1978. Drunken Master cemented Jackie Chan's career as a comedic martial arts actor in Asia. The film popularized Chan's iconic drunken fist fighting style, which the actor continued to use throughout his long career. The fighting style has repeatedly been replicated in successful Hollywood film franchises including buddy cop comedies Rush Hour with Chris Tucker, and Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights with Owen Wilson. Like Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon, Jackie Chan's Drunken Master was also a major inspiration for Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama, notably inspiring the name of the character Jackie Chun, who also uses the drunken fist fighting style. The film also influenced a number of martial arts video games decades later, including the PlayStation game Jackie Chan Stuntmaster and Street Fighter X Tekken, which both used Chan's popular fight style. A Better Tomorrow 1986. The landmark Hong Kong film is said to have started the heroic bloodshed genre and kick-started the large number of action and triad-themed films in Hong Kong cinema. A Better Tomorrow was Hong Kong actor Chow Yun-fat's breakout role and helped solidify John Woo's career as an in-demand director. The popularity of the film in Asia led to 2 subsequent sequels in Hong Kong, a South Korean remake in 2010 and a mainland Chinese remake in 2018. The film also paved the way for another renowned Hong Kong triad film, Infernal Affairs, which was then remade in Hollywood as The Departed, which earned director Martin Scorsese an Academy Award for Best Picture. Ring 1999. Japanese film Ring is considered to be a timeless horror movie classic, which achieved both critical and commercial success across Asia. The film was so well received that it inspired 2 sequels and a prequel. It sparked a revival in horror filmmaking in Japan and garnered interest in Japanese horror cinema worldwide, coining the term J-horror in the West. Subsequently, Ring led the way for other acclaimed Japanese films such as Ju-on, The Grudge and Dark Water. The film resonated so well with international audiences that it was also remade in the United States in 2002 and went to #1 at the box office, ultimately prompting one of the most curious baby naming trends of all times, a boom of girls called Samara in America. Across the movie genre aisle, the comedy horror franchise Scary Movie also used the plot from Ring as part of the central storyline of its 3rd installment in 2003. In the Mood for Love 2000. To mark the 20th anniversary of In the Mood for Love, a remastered 4K version of the film is set to be released this year. Inspired by the 1972 novella Intersection by Liu Yichong, the father of modern Hong Kong literature, Wong Kar-wai's romantic drama depicts encounters between 2 neighbors, who become close after discovering their spouses are having an affair. The film won Tony Leung the Best Actor award at the Cannes Film Festival and was nominated for the Palme d'Or. Multiple directors and screenwriters across the globe have since cited the film as a major inspiration, including Sofia Coppola, who described the film as an influence on her Oscar-winning Lost in Translation. Barry Jenkins has also said Wong and the cinematographer of In the Mood for Love, Christopher Doyle, both inspired his Academy Award-winning film Moonlight. In the Mood for Love's costume designs by William Chong have also been cited by numerous designers as inspiration for their collections. Memoirs of a Geisha 2005. Based on Arthur Golden's novel of the same name, Director Rob Marshall's epic drama tells the story of an impoverished young girl who goes on to become the most famous geisha in Kyoto. The film sparked controversy over the casting of Chinese actors such as Zhang Ziyi and Gong Li in lead roles, but still went on to win 3 Academy Awards. As part of its ambitious marketing campaign, the film partnered with Banana Republic, which launched a line of kimono-style tops and dresses, and French beauty brand Fresh, which released a series of geisha-themed products that used rice and sake as key ingredients. Crazy Rich Asians 2018, based on the best-selling novel of the same name by Kevin Kwan. Crazy Rich Asians was the first Hollywood film since The Joy Luck Club to feature an Asian majority cast. The film is currently the top-grossing romantic comedy in a decade and has received multiple accolades, including 2 Golden Globe nominations for Best Motion Picture and Best Actress. Fashion played a key role in the film, with designer outfits used to display the characters' wealth and taste or sometimes lack thereof. One of the most famous dresses in the film, the light blue, V-neck Marchesa gown worn by lead actress Constance Wu in the wedding scene, is now having a second life off-camera. The dress was presented to the Smithsonian National Museum of American History in celebration of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. The pivotal scene in the film where Constance Wu and Michelle Yeoh's characters play mahjong together also ignited interest in the Chinese tile game. Multiple news sites including CBS, Vox and Vice all produced programs or articles explaining the rules of mahjong. Parasite 2019. Parasite made film history this year by becoming the first South Korean film to win an Oscar. But it didn't just win 1 statuette, it took home 4, including Best Picture. The dark comedy thriller was inspired by director Bong Joon-ho's experience tutoring wealthy families while he was in college and follows the story of the poor Kim family, who conned their way into working for a rich Korean family. The film set off a noodle trend known as the Ramdan, a dish made by housekeeper Mrs. Kim in the film. In Korea, the meal is popular with cash-strapped students and is made by mixing 2 popular Nongshim noodle products, Joppagetti ramen and Nigiri spicy seafood-flavored udon. The internet has since exploded with food and news sites offering a step-by-step recipe for fans to make the dish at home, while high-end Korean restaurants in New York, such as the Michelin-starred Côte in the Flatiron District, have begun serving up their own interpretations of the dish. As a result of the film's success, Bong Joon-ho has released the film's storyboards as a 304-page graphic novel and is now rumored to be in discussions. Old Boy 2003, at the center of director Park Chan-wook's revenge trilogy. Old Boy achieved cult status for its graphic scenes of stylized violence. The film won a grand prize of the jury at the Cannes Film Festival, and garnered international attention for South Korea's growing movie industry, especially the country's thrillers. A favorite of director Quentin Tarantino, who tried to convince his fellow Cannes Film Festival jury to award the film the Palme d'Or in 2004, there were also at one point talks for it to be remade by director Steven Spielberg with Will Smith cast as the lead, though that fell through. The film was later remade in 2013 by director Spike Lee and starred Josh Brolin and Samuel L. Jackson. Old Boy also paved the way for other South Korean psychological thriller films including The Handmaiden and Parasite.